The League of Shadows, aka the LOS, is a faction of corrupt warriors who are under control of Helio, the god of darkness and hatred. The League of Shadows live on the planet of Krennic, which is relatively close to Amatos. Krennic is a black and white planet filled with misery and darkness. A single League of Shadow warrior is called a Shadalian. Shadalians are about 6 to 7 feet tall on average, are only slightly stronger than humans, and practice dark magic. A Shadalian has the same body layout as a human, just slightly altered in some ways. A Shadalian never shows their face, and they wear brown robes plated with steel armor on their chest, shoulders, legs, and forearms. The LOS dedicates their entire life to war in the hopes of conquering Amatos and all other rival factions. The LOS is the largest army, but they have the weakest soldiers. The ratio of LOS to Amatans is 120 to 1. Luckily, LOS are only strong in large groups, so an overpowering force will stop them, though this is highly unlikely or impossible due to the LOS size. The LOS are more fearful of pain than an Amatan. There are basic Shadalians, LOS warriors and scouts, and there are Shadalian generals. Shadalian generals are 12 to 15 feet tall, are 2 times stronger than Amatans, and are masters of corrupt magic. Corrupt magic is advanced dark magic. After Shadalian generals, there is the final form, Shadalian Dark Lords. Dark Lords are 14 to 17 feet tall and are 4 times stronger than an Amatan. Dark Lords have complete mastery of unholy sin magic. This is the final stage of corruption in magic. Not every LOS was bad before Helio took over. They used to be in partnership with the Whisperers, a now sworn enemy. Helio and the Whisperers had a disagreement that led to Helio enslaving every LOS in mind, controlling them to kill all Whisperers. Unfortunately for the LOS, the Whisperers are much more powerful than the LOS and can easily kill them on sight. The Whisperers are 8 to 10 feet tall, 3 times stronger than an Amatan, and they are always wearing a black skin suit that is strong enough to stop arrows and gashes. More about the Whisperers in my next video. After the LOS attacked the Whisperers, they told the Amatans and Eda Wedas about the wars they had. The Whisperers and the Amatans are united. This caused the Amatans and Eda Wedas to instantly bombard the LOS and kill as many Shadalians as they could. The LOS fights with melee weapons, like swords, spears, and dark magic. This dark magic deteriorates the souls of those who use it, but it is very powerful. The dark magic used in war includes haunting soldiers and making them fight alongside the LOS, imbuing weapons with cursed fires, or even toxic smoke that quickly melts through most substances, like metals, plants, etc. But the gas cannot melt the abundant ore on Amatos called amatite, and certain crystals found on Krennic. This is because they are godly elements and magic can't tamper with them. It is possible to cleanse a Shadalian soul with light magic, non-evil magic, with a ritual that is unknown to anyone but necromancers. The Shadalians are very unspoken and show small signs of being civilized, like they trade for things with their teeth or they rub blood on their head. As the LOS evolved, they kept the same armor because it would cost too much to upgrade it. The resources they need are all on Amatos. Most Shadalians don't even live in towns or cities. Some live in small huts that are far from towns. Some are always on the move, nomads, and some live in other houses without the owner knowing, Amatan or LOS. This is because there are too many LOS and far too little resources. The LOS culture does closely resemble any human cultures. The LOS culture includes dark themes, horrific rituals, having small cloth huts, no music or entertainment, and living in the mud. This culture is far from any other Amatan, Wisp, or Eda Weda culture. The LOS have been seen eating corpses of fallen soldiers or family members. Somehow cannibalism does not have any effect on the Shadalians. A Shadalian's brain functions way more differently than a human's brain does. A Shadalian brain does release dopamine hormones or oxytocin hormones. They feel less fear and regret than a human, but they feel more shame than a human. Another reason why they feel shame is because the non-corrupt Shadalian spirit is watching everything the LOS does. The spirit has no way of controlling it, only Helio does. The LOS is feared by many factions because they have an unstoppable army. The only hope of surviving a war is to die fighting as long as you can. To win a war, every Amatan would have to kill 140 plus LOS, not including Dark Lords or generals.